Welcome back to the channel, you kooks. Today we are reviewing the CompoCloset Cuddy Lite. This is the light version of their CompoCloset Cuddy. The Cuddy has an agitator, so that's the only thing that's different. If you want to check out that review, check it out here. We got a really in-depth review. We went really in-depth into this product. Today's going to be a little more short, a little more sweet. So we're just going to jump right into it, bust it out of the box, and see what it's all about. All right, so right off the bat, Cuddy comes in the box. It comes with a nice little quick start guide, giving you a lot of information on just kind of how the composting toilet works, how to care for it, how to set it all up, and put it all together. Also, it does have a 2 years limited manufacturer warranty. So if you're interested in this product, it is backed for up to 2 years. So that's really cool. It also tells you a few little safety warnings and all the fun stuff that you need to know about your toilet. So that's a nice little quick start guide it comes with, and let's just bust it out of the box really quickly. Alrighty, so we got it out of the box. What it comes with is a nice carbon filter. The carbon filter slides into place back behind the solids bin. I'll show a close-up here of me installing it. Just goes back into place back here. It also comes with a cord, so we can hook this up to the back of the Cuddy. It just plugs in with a little looks like a 5mm jack, and then that comes out to looks like maybe 18 gauge wires. Connecting this to your battery source, it only draws about 0.1 amps, so you would just need the smallest fuse available. This would just wire directly into the fuse panel. It also comes with a lid, so we can add a different lid to our liquids bins before we change it. That's always nice if it's full. We don't want it to spill on our hands or anything like that. The Cuddy does have really close handles towards the lid, so you would probably want this, or else you might get some whiz on your fingers. And then lastly, it comes with eyes. So we can bring our Cuddy to life, placing these stickers on here. It's kind of fun. So, you know, always have your Cuddy smiling back at you, knowing that it's got your back. So let's just get into the features. Right off the bat, it's really nicely built. It's made out of a pretty durable plastic. They do recommend keeping this out of the sun, so making sure that it doesn't get damaged via sun rays. So keeping your Cuddy out of the sun is going to prolong the life. It has a real massive drop zone. So looking here, we can just kind of flip the switch. Big opening. I'll show you better views. I'll get in closer with the camera. Nice big drop zone to open and shut to make sure we're not missing in there. The lid is removable, so the lid just kind of pops off nice and simply if you need, which is kind of nice because when you open it, the lid just kind of does just flip down. So that's a nice little way to keep that lid from flipping down. I'll just slap it back on here real quick, throw the lid back on. So the difference here between the Cuddy and the Cuddy Lite, this is the Cuddy Lite. Usually the Cuddy has an agitator here that pulls out and then we can spin it. The Cuddy Lite is agitator-less, so it's just essentially kind of a trash bin that we're going to put our number 2s in. Speaking of number 2s, the solids bin is a 3.9 gallon plastic receptacle here. It has a nice handle, and it's 3.9 gallons is a lot. I don't imagine you're going to fit 3.9 gallons in here ever, especially with this model. So the idea with the Cuddy Lite is we just place this. We'll place a biodegradable bag inside and just kind of wrap it around the edges, making sure that it's very well wrapped. Otherwise, you do not want this to fall in. So the idea here is we're just kind of using this for single use or a few uses. You could always, you know, use it and then add some composting medium. I would recommend coconut coir. That's what I've been using for years with all my composting toilets. And just kind of adding it as you go. And then when you're ready, you just essentially take the bag off, tie it off, and you just toss it in the trash can. So that's a nice feature. Some people like the ease of use. Some people like something that's just one and done, use it once, throw it away. It is kind of a glorified 5-gallon jug, but the Cuddy does have some better features than a 5-gallon jug has. So we have the drop zones. We're keeping everything sealed off with the opening and closing of the drop zone. We also have a really nice urine diverter, so it's a little bit deeper, a little more slanted. We talked about this in our Cuddy review. When you're in your van, you're kind of parked all the time in uneven surfaces. If you're parked too far back, sometimes these composting toilets don't really work. This has a really nice angle to it, so no matter how uneven you're parked, the urine will always divert down into the urine tank. Also, it's a urine diverter, so a lot of our plastic jugs aren't, our barrels, our buckets, whatever we're DIYing, aren't urine diverters. So that's a nice feature about this. Really easy to use, simply just sliding this in and out, adding a bag, pulling it out. As I mentioned before, there's a fan back here. The carbon filter just pops into place, nothing too complicated there. That helps neutralize the odors. We're not going to have that on our Trelinos or our, 5-gallon bucket. So this is a glorified version of a 5-gallon bucket. Much easier to clean, much easier to deal with. It also has some really nice features. It has some nice stainless hinges here. So stainless hinges, they won't rust. They're not going to degrade at all. And they're actually nice heavy-duty hinges. There's not really a soft close on it, but it does close into place nice. I will note, you're not supposed to step on the lid since we're just looking at this kind of plastic that's not too strong. So not using this as a step like we have for other toilets. So just remembering that. They let you know though there's a big no step sign on top. And one of the cool features here, and I'll show you it here in action, is it has a urine indicator light. So when the urine tank is full, it lights up. This is really nice because when you look at the toilet, sometimes these composting toilets have a little window into, you can see how full your urine's getting. Not on the Cuddy. I will note the Cuddy is really slim and compact, just like the Cuddy Lite is just the same footprint as the Cuddy. Slim, small, no extra agitators hanging off the side, no fan hoses coming in or out. You do have an option to ventilate in the back. You could cut your own hole, run a beverage tube or any type of flexible tubing out into probably the bottom of your van where you would vent out all the smells if there was any. But I do recommend hooking up the fan. It definitely circulates the air better and you will be able to go longer without changing. So let's just check out this urine indicating light. So the urine tank I filled it up pretty full. It hasn't quite clicked on yet. And let's just see how well this works. So I just have some water. I'm just going to pour it in here. See how much it takes. There we go. Keep giving it a little more. So once that indicator light turns on, that is letting you know it's time to dump out the liquids. So we have a 1.7 gallon liquid container built into the Cuddy. I'll show you what that looks like here. So you just flip the bag open, careful of any drips here, and we'll bust this guy out. It's got a little bit of water on it, probably from me overfilling it. So here it is, the liquid container. It has these little handles. This is the one thing I really don't like about this. We're kind of like crimping this, right? If you guys are rock climbers, you'll understand that. But small little handles, not a big deal though. It comes with this extra lid, and also it comes with these nice little gaskets here. So when we are using the urine thing, it does seal off. I've found with composting toilets, the urine tends to smell the worst, especially if it's in there for quite a while. So we can just place this lid on here. What I do like about it is it has this extra lid, and then it also has another spout here. So we can just have this little screw-on lid here on the side, this little guy, and then you can just kind of dump your liquids out through that way. Another nice thing, and I'll show you here, there's a little bit of water in it. I made a mess filling it up earlier. But it does kind of have a separation between the solids and the liquids. So if you are having anything overflow, it's not going to get everywhere. It's just going to be contained inside this small space. So 1.7 gallon liquid container. Here you see it's kind of a funky shape, but that's just how they designed it to fit seamlessly into their product. I'll throw the urine gasket back on. Shut the lid. I will also note the mechanisms for the lid, they're just kind of these plastic gears. I'm assuming they will last the test of time. I mean, how many times are we really opening and closing our drop zone? You know, maybe once, maybe twice a day, depending on how many people are in your vehicle. That's the one thing I have noticed is a lot of plastic parts, and some of the plastic is a little, I know on Nature's Head they have this really durable plastic, but on the Cuddy it's a little less durable. So yeah, that's the Cuddy. It does take a 9-volt battery, so you do need a 9-volt battery for your urine indicator light. As we can see there, it is full. It is ready to change. So this toilet comes in at about $650. It's a little bit cheaper than the Cuddy with the agitator. They designed this because some people just wanted an easy, simple to use product. Thinking of something like a Tralino toilet. We've also reviewed those here. You can check them out. Compare that to this. This has a lot more features than the Tralino. It has the drop zone. It has a deeper urine diverter. Has a steeper slope. I've heard a lot of people telling me that the Tralino is a little too shallow. Has the drop zone. You don't have to go in every time and open the trash can lid like on the Tralino. And it holds a lot more liquids and solids, and it has the fan and the carbon filter and the option to ventilate. So this is much more than just a 5-gallon bucket. I get these comments that are saying, you know what, $650 a lot of money. It is, but at the same time, you will probably never have to buy another toilet again. This thing is definitely sturdy, durable, and it is definitely Kook approved. Like all the other composting toilets we've checked out on our channel, this one stacks up to the competition equally as well. It is a little more expensive than some of the more basic composting toilets, but you are getting some features that the other ones don't have. So yeah, all in all, great product. Highly recommend checking one out. Remembering we got the limited warranty on this product as well, so you're back for up to 2 years. You're not going to have any problems. You can have this toilet for probably 10, 20 years. I know I plan on using it on a big project we have coming up. So stick around, Kookz. We got some exciting news coming up soon on the channel. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you're interested in picking up a Cuddy, we have links in the description. We may even have a discount as well down below. So check that out. And thank you so much, Kookz, for always being here and checking out all these fun reviews. And we will see you guys next time. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet. And like I said, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up here in the next couple months. So stick around and we will see you, Kookz, on the flip side.